All of the primary applications that the company would use in their central location should be available to all employees, no matter where they are, no matter what location that they're in. A lot of manufacturers are rolling out ERP applications, and a lot of those applications have maybe different modules, different parts of the application that different people are going to need to access. Law firms may have like a document management system, or different types of tools are for different types of industries, but they should be available for all employees, and the performance and the speed in which the employees access them should be the same, if not very close to the same, when you're outside of the office as you are inside of the office. A question I get all the time is, why can't I just, go into a Starbucks and just use my application? And the truth is, a lot of applications, such as document management systems, aren't designed that way. You really need to have a centralized location, or like a centralized office or a central data center environment where you could have everybody kind of access. And those tools aren't available as like a download from the App Store or something you can just kind of put together. There's a lot of moving parts to be able to make an application work outside of the central office. The biggest component that we discuss often and implement is what we call either desktop or application virtualization. What it basically does to the end user, to the person in the remote office, it looks the exact same. The icons are still on the desktop. The stuff is still in the start menu. So to the person using the machine, there's technically no difference. But where the difference comes in is how the technology is run. So there's a way where we can actually have all of the applications run from a central location, but appear as though they're running locally. And we call that application virtualization, or of course, desktop virtualization, to virtualize the entire desktop. And the speed can be extremely fast, and depending on how you set it up, it could be just as fast externally as it is internally. So everybody at the company is able to access the same applications no matter where they are, from any location at any time. Most companies do not have those skill sets in-house. Mainly because there's, just like when you're building a building, right? If you're building a building, you need somebody that can architect the building, design it, plan for all those things that nobody else really thinks of. Then you need to have the engineers, you need to have several different types of engineers. You need to have the electrical engineers and the structural engineers and all the different groups kind of work separately, but yet then come together to make sure that it's a well-engineered solution. And then you have the groups of people that actually implement the systems. And a lot of companies just simply don't have the skill set and the resources to be able to do that. So typically what ends up happening is they either try to outsource it to a consulting company, which is a great idea. It's usually very expensive, a very expensive upfront cost. But the biggest challenge is once the project is done, well, all of the knowledge leaves with that consulting company. So no information about the project really stays with the company. A lot of companies, it creates future problems for a lot of companies.